We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine collective, just to see what's going on. Today we have an alignment between our sun and Regulus. Now this conjunction goes until the 23rd. We're being flooded with a lot of high frequency energy straight from the heart of the lion. Regulus represents the cosmic lion. It is the center of the Leo constellation, and it's like the last alignment with Leo as we're getting ready to shift into Virgo season 2. Now, this represents one of the 4 royal stars. Regulus always represents the kings and queens. The royal stars are actually archangel stars. So Regulus watches over the northern part of the sky, and it is represented by Archangel Raphael, bringing us a lot of powerful energy. It's also, we'll say it's one of the brightest stars in the sky, but it's also one of the few blue stars that we can see from, we'll say, our part of the world over here. And so it is a blue star too, bringing a lot of blue energy. We know blue is super galactic too. So we're being flooded with a lot of, we'll say, royal energy. Now, this is also a representative of the Wheel of Fortune tarot card. The Wheel of Fortune has the 4 archangels that watch over each quarter of the sky. And so this is represented by the lion on the Wheel of Fortune card. The Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards, especially as we're doing a twin flame reading. It represents fate, destiny, changes in fortune, and good luck. A lot of the energies that we're receiving too. So we're in this alignment until the 23rd. I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick reading for, we'll say, the divine feminine to start. So this is like Wheel of Fortune destiny vibes the next couple of days. Expect unexpected turns and event. I always think of the Wheel of Fortune as all about change, but also shifting us closer to our destiny and certain things that were destined to happen before our incarnation. And twin flames is one of these things too. Okay, this is just a general read. Remember that too, as you are getting these cards too. So just a general reading. Do the one-on-one readings on my website. Okay, especially if you're in separation. Separation is like you have crashed your car. I know, you were given a beautiful car and you crashed it. You're not doing the best job with your manifesting. I always say not to pick, but just so that you are aware of that. So make sure that you're just taking what resonates for your situation. Now, however, oftentimes separation is part of the twin flame process. It's actually one of the stages that a lot of people go through. You might go through those stages several times. It just kind of depends on how balanced you are and how you can balance with your, let's say, other person or your twin flame too. Just kind of depends. So if you need a one-on-one reading, any of the reading options on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com, I do those as one-on-one phone calls, and they're going to help you also, not just to let you know what's going on. They will help you with that too, but to shift everything that we go into during those calls. I am an energy worker. I am an energy healer. I have tons of healings on my website, activations, and even clearings. And I have a twin flame section specifically for twin flames that's going to help you. You're going to see tons of results when you begin to work on your energy, as that is required for everyone. But also it comes up a lot more with the twin flame because they tend to stir up a lot of, we'll say, hidden or repressed energies too. So I have tons of healings on my website. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for everyone. Doesn't matter where you're at in the process, but especially if you've run into difficulties or you're trying to navigate the journey or even separation, as it's going to trigger a lot and bring a lot to the surface. So make sure you guys are checking out all of the things on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I have tons of healings and activations up for today too, for this alignment. Okay, so divine feminine, and then I want to do something different. I kind of forgot, but I want to do something different. I want to see how your twin flame feels about you and kind of what's going on too. We'll get into that. Okay, so divine feminine side, right? And divine masculine, if you're watching messages from your divine feminine. You brought out the best in me. I came alive in your presence. Okay, so twin flame, I know, I'm moving my cat. Twin flame does bring the best out in you at first. This is like right when you meet, there's the soul recognition, there's the love bubble, the frequencies are so high, and usually you can't just sit in there with each other, so the outside stuff gets in the way. This is where all the garbage comes up, right? So I know. And then this is where there's either shadow aspects or outside interference and other things like that, right? I see that a lot with twin flames, the themes that might come up. Everyone has unique challenges that they're here to face, and I feel it's part of the process. So you feel amazing when you're around this person, right? You guys are on such a lot high. It's like an amazing mix of, you know, the twin flame energies. Twin flame energies are very, very powerful. Often we're trying to figure out how to sustain them and even how to navigate them. And sometimes when you met your twin flame, you had more work to do but didn't see that. So you couldn't sustain the frequencies. And this is where, if you've run into separations or had to go through separations or breaks from your twin flame, this is where the purging, and the healing cycles come in. If you're apart from your twin flame, you'll probably continue to go through these cycles. Like, you'll have days where you're amazing, and you're gonna have days where you're purging from it too, because this is always in the background. Like with this connection, it's a different type of connection. So usually separations are spaces where you go through intense, powerful soul growth, transformation, and even a healing process too. Now, this is just a general read, so it's for everyone too, at, you know, all different places within the journey. Just remember that. I should have believed in you. You always have my best interest at heart. So with these Regilas vibrations, there's a lot of heart chakra activation going on, and even crown chakra activation. Expect to get a lot of guidance. These are one of these guiding stars, right? And they very much are too. So expect to get a lot of guidance through right now, connecting with your higher self, spiritual downloads, wisdom, insights. This is one of the things that I see come out of the twin flame journey, because once you've gone through all these purges, these were the blocks, these were the things you needed to heal. You get really, really clear, and your spiritual gifts come online very, very strong. Twin flames have special gifts together too, where you guys can kind of tap into each other. You can send telepathic messages back and forth. Divine Feminine, I put a post up, I think yesterday, the other day, saying that you're getting a lot of insights and awareness. Now, if in separation, could be after the fact. If together, doesn't matter. You're getting a lot of downloads and understanding on your twin flames, we'll say, side of things, your DM side of things, of what they're going through, what they struggle with, and even things kind of going on with their side too. I hid my true self from you because you challenged me to expand. You guys go through a lot of powerful soul growth. Better. The twin flame doesn't usually say anything to you. They can, right? However, it motivates you to want to be a better person. I see a lot of, through the collective changes that are being made to integrate into this 5D state of consciousness, whether it's cleaning up your food, getting rid of addictions, getting rid of negativity, and things like that surrounding you. You're being guided to kind of do that work during this time, especially on the twin flame journey, because your twin flame and that twin flame energy very much motivate you to want to do that work and to be a better version of yourself. I've awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us. So this is Divine Feminine awakening to the connection, what that means, and how powerful this connection is too, on a soul and a spiritual level. So you are very awake to this person. You know who your twin flame is. You know the connection. And both do know the connection. The only time that I see that, like, one might deny the connection is in runner mode. That always happens. They try to disconnect, and we'll say, I hate this word, dismiss the connection. But you guys are both made aware of this connection from day one generally, and it's usually just spaces apart if that make you question it and things like that. Divine Feminine, you know this connection. You know who your twin flame is. You know who this person is. I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. Twin flame is gonna bring up a lot of feelings. That's exactly why runner, I say they go hide and they runner runs, because it's all of these emotions that they need to deal with, or maybe they need to sort out their feelings or to figure out their feelings too. So it can bring a lot of energies up. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. Okay, you have a soul contract with this person. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. They've taught you a lot. I think it's important to pay attention to what your twin flame has taught you. They teach you a lot very fast. This is a school where we will continue to integrate certain lessons to clear certain karmas, and that is the theme today with these Wheel of Fortune energies coming with today's in the next couple of days alignment. It's all about destiny. I love when destined energies shift in or step in, because they start to shift things around in the background. Now, we just went through that blue moon, and I know you guys were probably feeling that. You're like, some of you guys are feeling guided to slow down, to rest, and you're just getting back on track, and that's okay, because this is exactly when these forces of fate and destiny kind of step in too. So this is a destined connection. In order to get to your destiny, though, you need to let go of your karmic past and to create your destiny anew. And so you might be struggling to find this path right now, or to find the path to union. It depends on where you're at, though. You might be working that path towards union, You might be in a separation, or maybe you're in union and trying to achieve these higher levels. There's going to be a new chapter, and this is moving on, and it just depends on what that means or represents for you too. But there's new energies coming in. You're going to step into a new chapter, whether that is alone, in separation, doing new things. And it's Wheel of Fortune energy is all about opening up to new opportunities. Or some of you guys are ready to come into a new story or new chapter with your twin flame too. And it just depends on where they're at on their side of things too. So this represents new beginnings. All right, there were mistakes made. Divine Feminine wishes she might have done things differently or righted some mistakes that she did wrong. Learning experience. Self-love. Divine Feminine is really working on her healing journey. Keep working on your healing. This is going to help to transform your frequency. This is all about frequency. I know. This is like, okay, so we're getting it right this time where we're being guided to take care of our energy. We're energetic beings. Your frequency is very important for everything in your life that you will attract, especially with your twin flame too. So keep working on your healing. Okay, watch out for gossip. Some of you guys care too much about what other people think and stuff like that. And I know, right? Watch out for people who gossip to you. And this is a twin flame reading about your twin flame, because they're going to be doing the same behind your back. I was having a call with someone about this morning. Watch out for people that are talking badly, I know, about you or your twin flame right now. All right, escape. There might be some type of runner dynamic, or you might have left when things got hard. Just kind of depends. You might be daydreaming a lot. You're always longing for this person. Know that they feel the same. There's such a strong magnetic pull to each other that you guys are always, and it's like magnetism, the longing that you feel all the time. It doesn't go away. And it's such a strong magnetic pull and attraction. And when twin flames meet, you guys begin an orbit that will continue through the rest of your life and even past that, right? We know that, but let's just stick to our life on earth, right? Okay, so it starts this powerful magnetism to each other. I don't think you can ever quite get each other off the mind. Of course you try, you know, and things like that, especially on the masculine side. They oftentimes are the runner, and they try, and they're busy with work and friends and the superficial, but it's always there. It's like this, it's like, it can be hard to focus because it's always there. I call it another dimension. There's this other dimension where your twin flame exists, and it's usually pulling you in, no cat, and usually it's pulling you in. And you're always feeling it on some level, like, right? And so there's this strong longing being felt by both. Don't mind me, she likes to eat the cards. Okay. When I come back to you, it's forever. The universe is trying to help you to clear certain blockages, especially, doesn't matter where you're at in the process, so that you guys can actually shift into this union, which is meant to be harmonious and lasting forever. Every day I pray to be with you. Divine Feminine, know that both of you guys have been manifesting each other lately. You both have been praying. You're both on your wish list. This is like my wish fulfillment card. You're both trying to manifest each other. You're both trying to manifest union. I search for you in every lifetime. This is a deep past life connection. And it's like, as soon as you're old enough, you begin to search for this person. So when you've met the person, you already know the search is over. This is why it can get complicated with things, right? You've been looking for this person. You're going to have a strong, we'll say, knowing that they are your person, that they are the one. You're usually made aware directly by either your spiritual guides or source to help you through this process. I feel the same emotions as you all the time. Know that you're very energetically connected, and that you guys are always feeling the same emotions as each other all the time. You have a very strong emotional connection. This is why it's important that you're staying high frequency and keeping your emotions clear. I need a break to heal myself. Some of you guys might be on a soul search. Some of you guys might be spending time by yourself, on yourself. This is how you can kind of sit with your healing and kind of work on yourself uninterrupted in these spaces too. So all about healing with these cards. We were created out of the same embers of the same stars. Now I've brought some spirit guide cards right now. Okay, pay attention to your higher self. You might be faced at a crossroads or making decisions right now about what to do about this situation, as you have a lot more power and control over things than you like to think. And it just kind of depends. You're always navigating the flow of the universe right now. You might have a lot of, I'll say, cups presenting themselves to you, opportunities opening up, and choices. Some of you guys are doing that deeper work, and as you're clearing connections no longer aligned with your new frequency, you're opening up to new friendships, new opportunities, and maybe even new relationships. It just kind of depends on where you're at with that. You have a lot of opportunities presenting themselves to you. Okay, you're doing a lot of shadow work still. We have the Divine Healers card. You're working on doing shadow work. Nothing like Twin Flame to abandon, reject, hurt you, discard, and treat you like trash to get you to wake up and do some soul searching. And they may, I see it with the collective, not to make light of it. Oh my God, the orbs. Not to make light of it, but I see a lot of people, they're being third party by their masculines treating them badly, all the stuff that comes out of it. Not to make light of it, but oftentimes Divine Feminine, they're on the end of like, you know, more stuff being projected on them, having to do more healing, more stuff coming up within the connection too. So you guys are having to dive deep into the shadow, and maybe you're good at it. Maybe you're some type of an empath, light worker, healer, right? And you're having to really, really face different shadow aspects. This could be painful triggers and areas that your twin flame has brought up. This could be just repressed aspects, things that your twin flame has shown you about themselves, or even in the twin flame mirror. You're being guided to really, really do some shadow work during this time. Okay, take care of your sacral. We have the Aphrodite card. Take care of your life force. You might be working on healing your sacral. I feel that if you're in separation, it's to regenerate and to clear energies from the past on a faster level too. Usually what happens is twin flames meet and then do separations. The lengths determine on the amount of work that you're doing and when you're ready to. And so it's important you're putting your focus on yourself. Do things that are really good for your life force. That's energy healing. And we're learning how to take care of our battery. And so sometimes we can get drained, depleted from life, outside situations, things like that, work, whatever it is. Make sure you're pouring that energy back into yourself. Energy healing is one of the best ways to do that. Okay, so we talked about, some of you guys might pay attention to your spirit guides right now. They are guiding you right now. You might feel lonely in this space. You're not. You have to remind yourself of that. You're being guided away so that you can kind of move in new directions that we're not used to. You're being guided out of survival mode. Survival mode is never pretty. Like a lot of you or your masculines might be in survival mode, going about the motions. I just saw an amazing post about this. This can come from childhood too, and having to take care of everyone around you, and it can put you in survival mode and things like that. Make sure that you're not in survival mode right now and that you're actually healing. This is root chakra work. Things like grounding, getting out into nature, grounding, taking care of your root chakra, healing your root chakra, unloading the family karmic trauma and drama from your root chakra, unpacking that baggage that you've been carrying unconsciously in your root chakra so you're not continuing to play it out karmically in the physical world. Root chakra healing will help you with that. Once you start to really heal your energy, you're going to notice it unlimits you and you begin to tap into so much more, whether more money, resources, happiness, whatever it is. All right, pay attention. You're being guided right now. Make sure that you're really disciplined about what is coming up and going on for you. And this is about working on your ascension. A lot of you guys don't realize doing the ascension work does lead you into twin flame union and even lasting union. So just working on your ascension is key no matter where you're at in the process. I want to see how your divine masculine feels about you right now. Okay, this is my twin flame card. We have the Six of Pentacles, but in reverse. Okay, this is like, usually it's even energy exchange. There might have been some type of uneven energy exchange with this too. And I always say this is like maybe Divine Feminine, you were pouring a little too much into them and they stopped making effort, or they stopped reciprocating your energy and were just kind of taking. Maybe they were like really, really amazing in the beginning and then kind of stopped putting that focus on you or doing the work, whatever it is too. We have an uneven flow of energy here too. So we have some type of block here with giving and receiving. Sometimes it's this time and energy and what they're putting into it. You might be putting a lot of energy into your masculine and maybe not getting so much back. But this is how they feel about you too, that there was some imbalance energetically, and it could be in whatever area too. We're going to get a little bit of clarity. So they feel that there was an imbalance happening within the connection too. And this is how they feel about you too. And maybe someone wasn't matching the same energy in this connection. Okay, Divine Masculine is going through a death. This is like ending and changing, fear, moving on and repeating negative patterns and being dependent. They're holding on to old situations. And this is how they're feeling about you too. And so they're holding on to whatever's happened between you. They might be unable to move on. Twin flame is so cute. You're not able to go backwards with each other, but you're not able to move forward fully ever until you do shift into those union energies. You're always in these strange places, right? Strange areas of the soul that we're learning how to navigate. So we have this, they're being tested They feel that the connection is being tested. Your divine masculine might be out. They might be partying, indulging in alcohol, food, sex, drugs, and that they're not feeling good about it. Like you were helping in some type of way to keep them balanced, divine feminine, and to regulate their emotions and their feelings. And suddenly, if in separation or without spending a lot of time without you, they feel a void that they have to face within themselves that usually they've been masking with outside stuff to feel better, friends, connections, other lovers, whatever it is. And they're realizing that nothing is going to take away that void that they didn't heal fully even before meeting you. And so for them, they might be trying to really, this is my distract themselves. They're trying to distract themselves from how they feel about this connection and about you. The amazing thing about feelings is even repressed, they have to come up at a certain time. So this person might have been trying to distract themselves from this connection, but they're having to face their feelings kind of energy. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands in reverse, and this is like lack of growth and expansion. They're not happy about whatever choices they've made with you and things like that. They're not happy about how things have went in the past, however it went with you. They're not happy about any choices made, especially if they have derailed, thrown off union. They've not chosen union and chosen other paths. They're not happy with these other options, we shall say. Okay, now what's up with the divine feminine? I just kind of want to do a general about the situation. We have the Ten of Pentacles. You're going to get some money. This could be from your job. You're really focusing on other areas of your life. You're able to put your energy into yourself for the first time in a long time. This could be from family inheritance. This could be from court wins and all sorts of things. You might get really good business ideas, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance and money in your life too. So this is like really, really good financial things happening as you're healing yourself. We talked about it's going to heal other areas of your life. This is security, having a happy family. Some of you guys may have families and children, or some of you guys may want family and children too. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords, and this is always my healing card, but it's you've been having to face your fear and anxiety. Some of you guys have been worrying for nothing. You might be having a hard time sleeping. Like this person might be on your mind a lot during the day, and at night you might be waking up and thinking about this person, dreaming about this person, having a hard time sleeping because this is like always there on your mind, and things like that. Some of you might be having imbalances with the third eye, overthinking, having bad dreams, whatever it is. This is like, you don't got to stress about this situation. I love handing it over to destiny at this point. So it's in the hands of the universe, and this is a powerful place to be. Surrender. You want to keep manifesting what it is that you desire and what it is that you want, but it's just kind of resting in the hands of the universe. And we're going to see some big shifts happening with twin flames. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords, and my aces are new beginning energy. This is like a breakthrough. Pay attention to the ideas that you're getting. This is going to lead you to success and help you to move forward, and I love that. So you're getting a lot of mental clarity. This is communication. For those of you guys that are in a true separation, there's usually zero communication, no contact, and this can be very upsetting to you. For those that are, there's going to be some type of communication coming in. For those that are communicating already, expect really this person to open up about how they feel about you. So this is like opening up communication. This is my like Mercury, Gemini energy, right? And talking and things like that. If some of you guys have karmic stuff in the background, other relationships, divorce, legal matters, legal court stuff, this is like good news and getting what you want out of these situations and clearing karma kind of card. So if you or your twin flame has been trying to wrap up karmic cycles or karmic situations, that's exactly what this Wheel of Fortune Destiny energy is about. It's wrapping up karmic cycles that have kept you stuck, clearing these so that you can get to union. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands, and once again, this is communication coming in, and lots of communication, sudden action. You guys can go from no movement to healing things and suddenly, back together, communication, and things moving forward fast. And things like that. It just kind of depends on where you guys are at. It can also represent travel too. Just kind of depends. Come on, Kitty, I gotta get the cards. I know. Okay, so this can represent travel, but it's always my forward movement kind of card. So if you guys have felt a little bit stuck, this is things opening up, and very positive energies and cards coming through today. All right, we're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine. Check out the stuff I have on my website. I've started to flip it over. I did leave the Blue Moon stuff up. I'll leave it up like another day. So you guys can do anything in my shop as usual. I have some new stuff up. I'm going to Sedona, not this weekend, next weekend, and I'll be doing some energy work and activations over there. It's what I love to be doing on these ley line places anyway. So I will be over there. I've got some activations up for that. So anything in my shop you guys can always do. Check it out. I'll start to get some new stuff up and again, but I'm doing activations today. I have those up and tomorrow. So today and tomorrow are beautiful days for healing work and activations. All right, Divine Masculine, where are you at? All right, Divine Feminine, if you're watching, direct messages from your masculine. I wasn't honest with you about your feelings at the time. They might have acted, I hate this, like they don't care about you, they don't love you, whatever, but anything but. They may have been hiding how they truly feel about you. This person is in love with you despite how things have gone. I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had time to reflect? And so they wonder if you miss them, love them, want to be with them. I still have dreams about you in our happy times together. So they're thinking about you a ton. You're on their mind just as much, and they're even dreaming about you. I want to hold you again. I need to feel your body next to your mind. They want physical union. They need physical touch. I think that's humans' love language. We are designed to connect. I know we're living in weird times. We are literally designed to connect, right? And to have, we'll say, relationships, if you didn't notice, as humans. In fact, we do best when we're in love and things like that. But with our twin flame too, they want to be with you. They want to connect with you. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. If this person has been silent treatment, no communication, not talking, they have things that they want to tell you and that they need to. They might be finding out their words and figuring out how they feel before they approach you. You were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. So they know they don't have anyone to talk to about this. They might have found that out from their friends. Okay, so if there's an absence, they feel like part of them is missing without you. They feel that absence strongly. They really do. And I don't know why. They always say guys need that absence to figure out how they feel. When they're with you, they complain, but when they're apart, they die without you. Like, I don't know why, right? Because it's opposite for feminines. There's going to be an unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way that you planned. So if apart, separation, reunion, union energies, working towards union, finally coming into union from that hard work. This is like the reward you get for doing that hard work. All right, values. You guys have a lot of differences in money, and it just kind of depends. You might have had way different backgrounds. Like one of you might have grown up in a very wealthy family, and one of you might have grown up in a very poor family, right? And now one of you might struggle with money, and one of you guys might attract it effortlessly, but this is also coming down to different things. So this is, your masculine might be healing something financially. They have regret with the feminine. They wish certain things had never happened. They're in that energy. Once again, reciprocation. They want to have equal give and take exchange. I always explain when one's doing all the pouring, they'll end up drained and dead and depleted. It's like a dead battery. You don't get a charge back. You want the charge back, right? And when you're in that beautiful, I know you guys all know about it from the beginning, twin flame loop, and you know, it's beautiful, and you guys can sustain with just the two of you in this beautiful energy exchange. That's the infinity. I write about it in my books, the twin flame energy loop of energy back and forth and how powerful it is. All right, detachment. They had to let this go so they could clear their mind. This person might have a hard time. They might be someone who detaches from reality anyways. I always think of water signs like that. They might be someone who tries to detach a lot. They're in their head. They're in their fantasy world. They're in their own little kind of inner world. Make sure you're tending to your inner and outer world right now. Sometimes when we detach too much, it's not healthy. All right, shadow side. You've made this person recognize their flaws and things they need to work on. From the moment I saw you, I knew you were the one. So this person knows you're the one. I desire union just as strongly as you. They want union. They want it just as badly as you. Higher forces are trying to guide us together. So they're getting a lot of guidance. This could be direct downloads, angel numbers, thinking about you, insight, figuring their feelings out. I'm telepathically connecting with you all of the time. So you guys have a very strong mental and telepathic connection. This could be a connection in the mind, right? And these can be powerful connections too. You are my past and my future. You might have had past timelines with this person. You most certainly will have future ones. The mirroring and what was being shown to me got too intense. All right, this is healing your inner child and playing and getting into your imagination. You might have inner child issues, divine masculine, that have been affecting your relationships and even your twin flame connection too, if you have things to heal from your inner child. All right. Creativity in your guides. This is paying attention to the good ideas you're getting. You could be inspired to create, flow, make things artistically, anything like that. Pay attention to the creative ideas that you're getting. You're getting them from your spirit guides. Divine masculine, some of you guys might be back in the hermit mode. This is solitude and higher self. So I always describe a lot of masculines are avoidant, and usually they go through these separation cycles and they go into separation and they party, they go out with their friends, they drink, they do drugs, they go back to the old, right? And then after it hits them, right, why they pushed away their flame and caused problems because they thought their freedom would be better. For some, unfortunately, it's dating other people, flirting with other people, wanting to do that single life, oh God, and see what else is out there. I feel for anyone in these karmic situations, they might even, be entertaining other options, hanging out with other women, whatever it is, right? And then it hits them. They end up isolated back in the hermit mode and having to face whatever they've kicked off within that. And then they realize they're lonely and how bad they miss their divine feminine. Some might be in that phase where they're missing the divine feminine. They want partnership, they want love, they want union. And this is important too. They realize that they want love. It depends on where they're at with that. All right, that's usually is the sign that the feelings that guide them out of separation to and back into union. All right, take care of your physical body right now. You might want to connect with the earth, take care of your body, and just nurture yourself during this time. Better foods, more rest. Okay, so we have, and I want to see how your divine and feminine feels about you, divine masculine. 5 of Pentacles. This is very hard for your divine feminine. They're going through a lot of negative changes from this. They feel left out in the cold with this, and this is my breakup rejection card. You might have rejected your divine feminine, but it's 2 people going through it. It's not just you. Whatever you put your feminine through, they go through too. You go through too. So this is like out in the cold. The spiritual's right there, but you guys are kind of cut off from the spiritual because union is as close to God, and Heroes Gamos, connection with the spiritual. Separation is literally 3-4D, union 5D. So this is something happening where they're going through a hard time from this and have been. Okay, so we have the Chariot, and this is like, this represents our Cancer sign or water sign, but this is like having no willpower. Might not feel like doing a lot, and might feel powerless in this situation. Oftentimes, I was explaining this morning that the masculine just tries to take control, pushing away the divine feminine to try to feel good, but it's not a good power grab, right? So you might have made your divine feminine feel powerless. You might have had a control drama situation. They're lacking direction and, might feel blocked by this situation. There might be obstacles. Both of you might be feeling loss of control with things. All right, and I said that earlier, it's like if you're in separation, you drove your car into the ditch. Okay, 7 of Cups, and your twin flame is the car. You're like what the car you wanted to take for a spin, right? Okay, 7 of Cups, they have lots of options presenting themselves. I love it. They have multiple possibilities. They might be daydreaming and fantasizing a lot about you and kind of wishful thinking about it, but they have new opportunities presenting to the divine feminine. And that's something about the divine feminine, and the twin flame energy makes them very, very powerful in the spiritual. So a lot of people will be approaching them. We have the Page of Cups. They're in love with you. This is my they have a crush on you card and admire you, right? This is love messages, proposal. They want an apology. They want some type of romantic gesture, love messages, right? Sharing your feelings in a very positive way. So that's how the divine feminine feels on their side. Divine masculine, what's up with you? This is abundance, but also the feminine energy. This could be motherhood and pregnancy. Some of you guys might already have kids or wanted to have kids with your twin flame. This is listening to your intuition though, and really tapping into your own emotions during this time. We have some type of conflict. with things or lack of cooperation. There might have been some competition. This represents divine masculine might be going through some mental struggle. They might be triggered or irritated still. I always say if they're staying away from their divine feminine, especially, they're triggered, right? They may be triggered. However, this represents work. You might have something you need to do in this area and get to work, right? It represents like doing good at work kind of vibes too. So this might be something that maybe some of you guys are like workaholic, focusing on work, and that brings you a lot of joy. Okay, this person is your high priestess energy, but your divine feminine, they might be very, very spiritual. Obviously, when we're twin flames, are connected to the spiritual. Tap into your own intuition right now. This is sensuality, spirituality, psychic dreams, insights, and downloads. You're probably getting a very strong spiritual connection and even connection to your divine feminine, because high priestess always represents the divine feminine too. I always love it because it's the pillars, and the pillars are, one is divine feminine, one is divine masculine. It's that space in between. You're tapping into the spiritual. Trust the guidance that you're getting right now. We have the King of Cups. You like to be in control, but this is all about balancing your emotions and your intuition. And this is a good card for relationships, although sometimes my King of Cups doesn't share his feelings and hides his feelings, right? Okay, but it represents, once again, the water sign and things like that. But this is being calm, empathic, and caring. You should be at a good balanced place right now, but King of Cups is after love. We know the cups, right? Love. So each one is after, we'll say something else too. Okay, so this represents like shifting out of, you need to approach your divine feminine as a king. Some of you guys were coming in as the knight. So the knights are on their horse, right? Not funny. Okay, they're on their horse. And it's the energy of it, right? And they're on the knight. Think of the knights in the past and their mission. You need to shift into that whole king energy to approach this divine feminine, okay? You need to up level your game. And so sometimes some of you guys may have been going through this inner journey to get there. And I know that about divine feminine side. You guys are shifting into that queen energy through this twin flame journey of separation and healing and who you've emerged as. And same with the divine feminine. You need to approach this person differently. Like, I know, right? And more seriously. And you might know that. And so you've been going through a huge transformation and growth to shift into this king energy. And this is like the embodiment of it, of these archetypes, right? As we shift through the deck, we'll say, of the tarot and things like that. So it's getting on that whole king level. And you might know that. And it has nothing to do with the material. It's always about the energy, I always say, and the energy that you're carrying and holding too. King of Cups is the ultimate lover archetype too. Okay, I'm going on that note anyways. You guys can go ahead and book anything you need on my website. If you guys need phone calls, just book a reading. These are one-on-one sessions. I have twin flame coaching also done is amazing to help you heal specific things that come up with the twin flame journey. And of course, I have tons of healings, activations, and clearings on my website. You can go ahead and book them on there. Anything in my shop is always good. Have a beautiful day. Go with what you're guided to in my shop.